Turn your coffee nook into a trendy coffee bar with these 5 tips. Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for new videos every week. Home coffee bars are super trendy right now. They're a nice way to turn the coffee area in your home into a cute area with functional decor. Today, I'm going to share 5 tips with you that will help you easily transform your coffee setup into a trendy coffee bar. Tip number 1 is to use trays to group items. I am absolutely obsessed with using trays in my home. I even have a whole entire video about how to use trays in your home that I will link down below in the description. Trays are great because they trick your eye into seeing multiple things that are sitting on the tray into just one piece. So for example, if you have multiple items sitting out on your counter, your eye views that as multiple items. If you put those items onto a tray, your eye views it as one thing. And so the space will look less cluttered. I use 3 different trays in our coffee bar right now. We have a pretty long coffee bar setup because we have a butler's pantry in our house, and I have utilized all of the space for coffee supplies. The first tray that I use is a long rectangular wooden tray. I use this to keep our French press, carafe, and coffee grounds in. This is really nice because all 3 of those items looked pretty cluttered before I put them on the tray and gathered them together. I also use a cake stand as a tray in my coffee bar. You could do this with a cake stand or a tiered tray. For this space, a cake stand just made a little bit more sense. I use this in a couple of different ways. One way I like to use it is to display my coffee and my honey so that they are there and quick and easy to grab and use in the coffee bar. Another way that I like to use it is to add a little bit of extra decor. I put a cute printable and a faux plant and a candle on there to add a little bit of extra decor to the space. And the last tray that I use is new to my coffee bar. With the Nespresso machine that we got a couple of months ago, I added some sugar-free syrups that I like to use in that coffee. So I gathered all of those together on a small marble tray. Tip number 2 is put your coffee in a cute container. This is the nice way to use something functional as decor. So of course the coffee is the main thing in your coffee bar. So you want to put it on display in a cute container. There are several different ways that you can do this. One way I use this in my house is I keep our coffee grounds that we use in our French press in a small airtight container. That way whenever we use our French press, I just grab a scoop and dump it from the container into the French press. If you are doing this with ground coffee or coffee beans, it is best to keep it in an airtight container and something that is opaque and not clear because the light can mess up your coffee. Another way that you can do this is if you have a Keurig or some other coffee machine that uses the K-cups or capsules, you can display those together in a jar or a basket. For these, it can be nice to display them in something clear or something open. That way you and anybody else using the coffee bar can easily see and choose the capsule that they want to use. Another nice way to do this and keep everything organized if you use something like K-cups or small capsules is getting a capsule drawer. We have one of these for underneath our Nespresso machine that I bought on Amazon. These are nice because it keeps everything organized, and when you open up the drawer you can easily see all of the different options. Tip number 3 is add some cute coffee signs. I've talked about it before. I love decorating with small signs and printables. It's an easy way to add a little bit of extra decor to your home without spending too much money because you can get them for just a couple of dollars. One of my favorite signs is small wooden signs. I have a small wooden coffee sign that I have in front of our wide tray in our coffee bar. And I also have a couple of different printables. Like I said, on the cake stand, sometimes I like to display decor instead of coffee supplies. Whenever I do this, I have a cute frame with a coffee bar printable that I put in the corner on the cake stand. And I like to hang different coffee bar signs on the wall as well. I also have a coffee bar printable that I have in a larger frame hanging on the wall in our coffee bar. I just opened my own Etsy shop where I sell these and other printables for your home. I will put the link to the Etsy shop down below in the description, and at the end of the video I will give you a code to use for 10% off in my store. Tip number 4 is add small faux plants. Decorating with faux plants is another one of my absolute favorites. I talk about that in another video that I will also link down below. It's just a cute way to add a little bit of extra decor to your coffee bar and to also add a pop of color and texture that you probably wouldn't normally have without it. They look great on trays and are a nice way to round out the decor in your coffee bar and play with a little bit of height. Tip number 5 is display your coffee accessories. So I already talked about displaying your coffee or your coffee pods as part of your decor, but you can also do this with other items in your coffee bar. One really popular way to do this is to display a cute collection of coffee cups or mugs. Another way I've seen this done is putting out sugar or other things that you mix into the coffee out, like creamer, but only if it doesn't have to be refrigerated. You can put these out in some cute glass or clear containers next to your coffee or coffee maker. One way that I use this in my home is with my sugar-free syrups. I decided to put my sugar-free syrups into cute glass containers. So I bought some glass oil containers and poured the syrup into those and then placed them neatly on a marble tray. And in order to add a little bit extra to that, I took some glass wet erase markers that are made for like wine glasses, and then I wrote on each of the bottles what flavor of syrup is inside each one. Like I said earlier, I just opened my own Etsy shop where I sell the printables that you see in my videos, like the coffee bar printables I showed today and the one that you see behind me. You'll find the link to my Etsy shop down below in the description. And just for my YouTube viewers, if you use the code COFFEEBAR, you can get a 10% discount in my store. So click below to go to the shop, and happy shopping. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.